70 days sober today, so big 7-0. 10 weeks, as Julie was saying, back from a rugby game there, coaching, and that certainly, takes my mind off it. Having that has been a great outlet for me, and haven't been able to keep up with it as much as I've been working, and today was interesting. It was a tough loss. Haven't been feeling great anyway, to be perfectly honest with you. I do have very, very dark days. There's no two ways about it, and so to get your head out of that place is great. Then I've been trying to, coaching today. I went swimming yesterday. I went five-a-side football on Monday. I'm doing things. I'm always doing something. So nobody can accuse me of not trying. Sorry, just I flipped that for a second. But yeah, I think one thing that's you know very evident from my generation, and I was born in 1998, so again, Gen Z, I've talked enough about that, but trying to get sober, I think the one thing that is different for us is delayed gratification. We're not used to it, so we want porn, we can get it instantly on this, we can scroll and get it on the phone. You don't have to look it up on any, sleazy websites or magazines or anything like that. Gambling, stuff like that, you can do it online now. You don't have to go into the bookies yourself. Drinking, kids used to get away with going into pubs at a younger age, so that's kind of always been a problem and always will be. And that's my problem, but we're too used to having stimulation, and I think that's the one thing, I have to reset my brain and delay the gratification. There's a lot of tough times as well. Like, it's not as if everyone is doing very well, a lot of people are fucking struggling. So little things like going coaching today takes my mind off that. I try not to look at the news because I just, I worry about everything. I worry about, I could be just as bad as that guy. So I never like to judge people and go, oh yeah, well, I'm bad, but at least I'm not as bad as that guy. And it's because it's like, well, you could be that guy. That's how I always think of it anyway. I don't like to think of it as, you're so much better than him. You could always end up like that person, so just remember that. Don't feel like you couldn't end up in a very messy predicament. A lot of people think it could never happen to them, and then it does. And then I feel guilty. What the fuck? Rallying car going around. But I feel like, look, I don't deserve sympathy if I've judged someone. So try not to judge people, Try and just do things day by day. That's what I've learned, if anything. You know what I mean? So